Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we nearly had a bar fight when Anastasia Swift challenged a knight who she believed was going to take down some goblins near town, a task that Anastasia herself wanted to perform. There seems to be some sorrow buried within her drunken rage though, despite the fact that she's part of a noble family. So, what's her story? We'll find out in just a bit. Ouch! My head. Dang it. What the hell was I saying yesterday? Where am I? I have to get out of here before someone wakes up. Where are my clothes? What? You think we were gonna let you sleep in armor? You have any idea how uncomfortable that would be? I mean, theoretically, RPG characters do it all the time, but... Actually, I don't know. Do they? How often do you actually see the characters get into bed in their armor? Well, I suppose in Final Fantasy IV and 5 and... Well, actually, all the first 6 Final Fantasies they do. But you never know. Most of the time the screen just fades out. Maybe they strip at that point. What's that noise? Dang it! Anastasia, have you woken up? Can someone turn the lights on, please? Good night. It's night, right? Have you seen my clothes? I put it in the wardrobe together with your sword. Oh, thanks. I've noticed that there is a bathroom here. Dawn is coming soon and we've all woken up. It wouldn't hurt to wash up and clean our clothes before we continue our journey. Our journey? Yes, the goblins. Do you remember the conversation yesterday? Unfortunately, I do. Do not worry. Veslov and his people are not mad at you. That's a relief. Oh, cool. So we actually do have a level-headed character here. Just not when she's drunk. Again, I'm glad I don't get drunk. The soldiers stopped in the city for only one day. Veslov didn't talk about this, but it looks like he and his squad are heading north to the Foggy Pass. I've heard there's something brewing in Piedmont? Piedmont? Piedmont. It has pies. It is famous for their pies. One of the border counties is preparing to start a rebellion, and Jolgrad seems to have decided to support them to weaken their neighbor. I'm sure these soldiers were sent to the border. I hope a war doesn't start. Anyway, their goal isn't to deal with the goblins, and we can... No, never! I have some urgent business! Yes, I've suddenly remembered I have to go right now. My clothes. The wardrobe, right? Anastasia, I understand that we aren't the best people for this, and you are regretting that you offered us a job, but... Give us a chance. We'll do our best. Anastasia? Are you okay? She's turned all green. Ronberry is trying to get out. Bring a basin. Oh no. Nice use of steam. Ronberry trying to get out. I take it that, Ronberry has some undesirable effects then. Do you feel better? Yes, thank you. Do you want me to rub your back? Yes, please. Dun 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 dun. Oh, neat. So... off went their bras, but they're still wearing their underwear. I guess they were only willing to expose so much. Understandable. Nice image though, by the way. I can't get the dang stain off. Isn't there any more soap in here? They're at it again. Goblins are gonna kill us all. They won't spare anyone. We're all gonna die! Are you scared? Of course, this is suicide. But there are 4 of us, and your swordsman skill... I'm still afraid. I'm a coward. A coward from the family of brave warriors. Now you heard that. Are you satisfied? I've been afraid of everything since birth. Goblins, mice, and even cockroaches. My brother kicked me out because of this. Well, that's lame. So you don't know how to use a sword? I know, but when there is real danger, or not when there is real danger. I don't have problems fencing with my brothers, but in a real battle, I always lose my head. I start to panic, scream, call for help, get in the way. I was just scared. Well, then I'm very curious how the fight with the soldier would have went had you been able to. You've never been in a serious fight? I always ran away, even from those goblins. So you've already fought the greenskin? It wasn't me. My brother fought them. He killed 4 of them. The rest ran away. And me, I couldn't never take the sword. Lucius looked at me with such disdain, and I just burst into tears. And when we got back home, I went into my bedroom and immediately started screaming like a fool. It's worth noting, by the way, that the game's DLC focuses on 4 goblin anti-heroines. I'm very curious if we're going to wind up meeting them at some point on this adventure. Why? A mouse! A disgusting, hairy mouse on the carpet. Lucius got so angry that he kicked me out. He said I'm a disgrace to our family. Sorry, Maddie. But if you really can't stand it, why did you decide to become a warrior? No one ever asked me. Everyone in the Swift family must be able to fight. I was trained since childhood. They made me use my sword and wear armor. I even liked it for a short time. It's strange to hear it. Usually women. This tradition was introduced 4 generations ago, when the family was left without a male heir. My great-great-grandmother was destined to marry and change her last name, but she did not want her bloodline to be broken. So grandmother became a skilled warrior, fought along men, and earned the right to not only keep the family name, but to pass it on to her children too. It's a tradition now. Everyone in our family must be able to fight. I and Lucius were trained together. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of a lame tradition. Fighting kinda sucks. That's why everybody does it in video games instead. You can't actually get hurt. Unfortunately for you, you're in a video game. But you said you enjoyed it. Father and mother died in a fight when I was 12. I saw their bodies and saw what was done to them. Since then, my hands tremble every time I see blood, especially my own. You poor thing. And now even mice frighten you? Well, I was always afraid of them. Father was angry, but Lucius seemed to enjoy the fact. Brother became stricter when he became head of the family. He decided that what happened to our parents was the reason to train even harder, mastering the skill. His lessons are worse than Father's. He thinks he protects his little sister that way. The fact that she, well, I, can just be successfully married away doesn't even cross his mind. Dumb soldier. You're okay with marrying for money? Well, if my brother found someone to take care of me, why not? Quiet life, children, taking strolls, having dinner parties, no battles, no blood. Here. Yes, being a lady in high society suits you more than being a warrior. I know, but they left me no choice, and now my brother just kicked me out. So much for protecting his little sister. Yeah. Therefore says, I'm reminded of the part in Angels with Scaly Wings. Okay, that game is not only on my wish list, but also a game I really want to stream sometime. I've never played it before, so definitely no spoilers. I'm not sure when I'll get to it, but hopefully I'll be able to get to it. You cannot escape fate. I need to prove myself to Lucius somehow. Otherwise, he won't let me come home and won't give me a dowry. You poor girl. When Lucius kicked me out yesterday, I decided to go to the forest and avenge myself. But you ended up in the old mug instead. First, I went to the magic shop to buy a potion of courage. I hoped it would help me, but it was sold out. Then you went to the old mug to drink Rowanberry? I thought that a sip wouldn't hurt. Alcohol always makes me brave. And hot-headed. Dang it! I must kill these goblins. Then Lucius will forgive me, but I'm terrified of them. Will you help me? Yes. It just happened that we all need work right now. This will be a story to tell. A thief that was kicked out from the guild, a half-baked mage who can't cast spells, and a cowardly warrior. And don't forget a helpless priestess whose prayers don't reach God's ears. I've already told you, there is a way to make my healing prayer powerful. You mean a little less useless? Never mind. What were you talking about, Svetlana? Soon they will bring the relic of St. Ambrose to Swifton. Don't tell me you want to steal a blessed relic, eh? Okay, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that word right. Google doesn't even know what I'm talking about. No, it's enough if I just touch the saint's right hand and receive the blessing of the Trinity of Light. Oh, like Jesus then. What do you think, Felicia? The priest's strength is determined by his faith in God's and God's faith in him. I can't guarantee that touching the relic will help you, but there is a chance that it'll work. There's a small problem. I'm afraid that after yesterday's Theodora won't let me next to the relic. Yesterday's what? She may even say all sorts of things to the priest escorting it. Things that aren't true. not true. Before the Reliquae are brought to Swifton, they will go around the villages nearby. Right now, the Saint Reliquae are in Sableby. Sableby. In Sableby, a village south of Swifton? Yes, that one. I am sure that the priests accompanying the Reliquae will stay there for a long time. At least until they raise money to repair the church there, and it will surely take some time. The church is made from stone, but it's really old. Time took its toll on the building. They need a lot of money to repair it, but the villagers aren't the richest people. Well, I'm not really sure that the Reliquae can help you in any way. If I don't touch the right hand of the saint before the priests arrive to Swifton and meet Theodora, it really won't help. Oh, I get you. So, you wanna not necessarily be sneaky, but kind of ask for that blessing before the Reliquae finds out that you are not to receive any blessings. Maddie says, Svetlana, you mugged the guy who robbed us. I'm not sure I believe you when you say things aren't true. Good point. I think we can visit the village. It's not far from Swifton. You just need to use the road to the south. And I'm betting this is the end of the cutscene then. Or maybe not. Just letting us know about one thing that's being added to the quest log. But then, in actuality, we're going to receive more stuff. We're going to have a bunch of things on our to-do list. What about you, Felicia? Are we going to visit the magic shop? Sure! I can't wait to learn new spells. I hope the local mage agrees to help. We don't have to go far to find out. Severin's shop is near the city gates. Yep, there's another one. I think I can also become useful if I visit the Warriors Guild. Is there a Warriors Guild in Swifton? Not inside the city's gates. A long time ago, there was a Warriors Guild outpost, but when citizens had problems that the guard could not handle, they went to the Swift for help. As a result, the local branch of the guild moved to Roadside, a small but important village east of the city. Caravans heading for the Swifton Road usually stop there. This means it's easy for a skilled fighter to get hired as a guard. That's why the Warriors Guild moved there. Okay, considering all the directions we're being pointed in, suddenly getting the feeling that this is an open world game. It is a pity that there isn't a Mage's Guild office nearby. I'd like to go to Roadside. It's not closed, but I hope that I can learn something there. We can go there. It's a bit far, but you can't get lost. All we need is to leave the city and follow the east road straight ahead. What about you, Diana? You said you needed a thief's badge, right? Yes. Master Boris took mine. There are lots of badges in the guild, but they just won't simply give me one. And what are you going to do? I have an idea. No, two. Tell us. First, we can steal the badge. Steal from the thieves? Are you crazy? Badges aren't in the guild's building, they're in the secret dungeon beneath it. It doesn't make it any easier, you know. We can't get through the guild building, but it looks like there is a secret passage to the dungeon in the city sewers. I'll probably do that first. What makes you think that? Do you remember when the frog cyclopses attacked the little girl? I'm sure they wormed out of the Thieves Guild dungeon. They shouldn't have come from any other place. Recently, Magister of Shadows has purchased a large batch of frogs to train newcomers. Looks like the animals were quicker than he had expected, and some of them escaped through the sewers. So there's a chance we can use that way too. Only in the opposite direction. Yeah, straight in the thieves' hands. The dungeon is used only for exams and is usually empty. If we're lucky, we won't meet anyone there, except for frogs and rats. Ugh. Frogs, rats, dungeons. No, no. They will definitely kill us. I've already been there and can show the way. We just need to find the entrance. How do we do that? Do we just dive into the well? It is an option. Or we can try to find an entrance to the sewers. There is a small stone shack between the tavern and the smithy. I once saw workers coming out. They smelled really bad. Well, then the second idea is... we can try searching my late father's house. He was a thief, and I'm sure he had his own badge. It sounds way easier. And safer. Other people live there now. When my parents died, Master Boris took me under his wing. The house was sold. Do you have the key? They changed the lock a long time ago. Maybe you can ask the new owners to let you in and look for their badge. I don't think that they'd want to let strangers into their house, much less let someone search through their belongings. What's more, the owners could have just thrown the badge away. It doesn't look valuable, but I think I'd like to search the house anyway. It is in the southeast part of Sawdust. Oh, let me guess, that's to the west? Sawdust? It's just a funny name of the village really close to Swifton. You can even see it from the city walls. How many people think Sawdust is just a remote district of the city? Good. Now we know what to do, I guess. More or less. Not yet. We have almost forgotten about the main goal. Anastasia, where should we look for the goblins? Usually greenskin hide in the forest or prey on lone travelers on the road, but a victory over a couple of goblins won't wash away dishonor in my brother's eyes. We need to find their lair and kill the leader. Okay, the fact that we keep calling them greenskin is really giving me Native American vibe, and not entirely sure how I feel about that. Whoa, it's kind of scary to even talk about it. But where should we search for them? There's old Fedot's hunting cabin north of Swifton. He knows all secret passages in the local woods. We should talk to him first when we're ready to set out. Very well. We will dry our clothes and get ready. We're in no hurry, but we shouldn't stick around this hole for too long. I think goblins should be the last thing we do. We need to be prepared for the fight. Quest journal is updated again. And Anastasia has joined the group. And we got our money. Good, that means she's paying. Okay, Anastasia. Well, she's already been repositioned into a proper spot in our team, being the warrior. Let me make note of her name. Anastasia. I have the names of each main character written down so that I don't forget who's who. What the? Oh! Well then. Thank you for that, Beer Force. I guess I definitely will be doing Angel with Scaly Wings at some point. I don't know when, like I said, I have other projects high up on my to-do list, including a Game Boy indie game that I've been wanting to do since January. But I'll definitely get to Angels with Scaly Wings at the best chance I get.